Hello, Connect 5, and welcome to our presentation, Children in the Library, Supporting a Sense of Belonging for Student Parents in Humber Libraries' Physical Spaces. My name is Caleb Domsy, and I'm a business librarian here at Humber College. And I'll be introducing you to the members of our Policy Review Steering Committee as we talk to you today about this project. First up is me, Caleb Domsy, a business librarian. We'll also be hearing from Dijana Kladnjakovic, our Associate Director, Shernett Bennett, our Archives Technician, Najeeb Ahmed, a Business Librarian, Denise Rooney, one of our Senior Library Technicians, and Shikta Costa, one of our Library Clerks. Let's get started. Okay, so first we are joined by Dijana. Dijana, can you tell me why you were interested in having the Policy Committee work on this project?
When you think about children in the library, the first thought is a public library and all kinds of children's and family programs that they offer. But as an academic library and open to community, we also see a lot of children accompanied by students or visitors. So over the years, we have often found that students bring their children to study or use a computer in the library and learning commons.
Yeah, I think that's a terrific way of putting it. And I think as people look at education at all stages of life, it's important that we, are looking out for all those groups and meeting their needs. So how did this project, how did you feel this project, or how did it align with our values in the library and here at Humber?
The Policy Review Committee was perfect to start the conversation and do something specific. So as we said in our terms of reference, like policy terms of reference, a culture of equity, inclusivity, and accessibility is reinforced through policies. The promotion of diverse and inclusive environment through library policies and their implementation was really up to us. So with development and policies that would enhance our environment to be welcoming and safe, we can really help this group focus on their studies and achieve their academic goals.
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely. So thank you so much, Dana, for starting us off today and starting this conversation off. And I believe I'll be seeing you again towards the end of this presentation. So thank you, and look forward to chatting with you again.
Thanks.
And next, I'm very happy to introduce Shernett. She's going to be speaking to me about the environmental scan we did and the literature review for this project. Welcome, Shernett.
Hi, Caleb. Happy to be here.
I'm so happy to have you here. So, how did you go about scanning the environment for research and trends on children in academic libraries?
That's a very interesting question, Caleb. We have observed parents bringing their children with them to the library, especially on the weekends. We have had informal conversations with some of our student parents. We have also listened to our colleagues, and they are speaking about academic library institutions. Hence, we delved more into the literature. According to Scott and Varner, 2020, these student parents expressed that their greatest wish was to have their children in safe, designated workspaces. According to Carliner and Everall 2019, they noted that in Canada, some universities have activity packs of child friendly resources that children can use while their parents study. Robarts Library is one such library. They provide child sized furniture, toys, and a mat and foam ring for infant toddlers. The room is stocked a takeaway book, leave a book library for children's books.
So, and we heard about so many cool things that different libraries are doing across North America and even right here in Toronto. What recommendations did you and the committee identify that we could make given our constraints?
And that's a very interesting question. And for me personally, whenever you have a great idea in mind, it is always greater to do something about it. For one, we approached management with the idea and the intention to create such project in the library because we were excited to see what was happening. We explore the possibilities of the type of equipment and resources that would be necessary for such a project.
Wow, that does sound great. And I love the way that we worked within the constraints that we had. And exactly what you said, we had an idea to do something and we did the best we could to get it started. And I think the result has been terrific. And I'm so happy to speak with you today. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Caleb. It's my pleasure.
Okay, and next up, I'm going to be speaking with Najeeb. How did you go about identifying what items we should acquire as lendable and which we should have as giveaways that the children could keep?
Our team brainstormed about possible activities, supplies, technology, devices, etc. And we made list. Actually, we made lots of lists. And we wanted the children to have this experience when they're coming to the library. But we want to offer something which they take from the library and continue it to their home. So with this in mind, we planned on offering the library welcome giveaway bags and also the in-house lendable technology devices.
Now, these lendable technology devices are tablets. Can you tell me more about how we thought about lending technology to children in an academic library?
As we know, like technology is the need of the hour, and it's also a love-hate relationship, especially for the parents and the children. While we are all talking about the screen time, but we also know the use and benefits of the technology which children can have. So we thought about it, and our team uh, decided on bringing in the technology tablets. So make it a kind of like educational and entertaining experience. Our library has the luxury of having the technologist on site who did the testing for us with the features in terms of the safety, in terms of the quality of the download games, and also the acquired tablet case.
That sounds like a wonderful part of the initiative, and I just want to thank you so much for speaking with me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Next up, we're joined by Denise Rooney, and she's going to talk to us about partnerships and the budget for this project. Hi, Denise.
Hi, Caleb.
So, Denise, can you tell me what departments in the library worked together to make this happen?
Well, we worked with 4 different departments within the library team to support our initiative. They were marketing, ECE, librarian, the archives department, and our own inner-house IT department. So the marketing department designed the logo for our bag. We also had a choice of to have a carry-on bag or a backpack type bag. We went with the backpack type bag because we thought then the child would be able to carry their own goodies around in their bag with them easily. We worked collaboratively with the EC librarian, helped select all the books that were age appropriate, popular, and meaningful that we added to each of the bags. And in collaboration with our archives department, they donated 30 custom puzzles that were they're actually super cool, and they were of archives photos of Humber through the ages. And lastly, we worked closely with the library IT.
Wow, that sounds like quite a great collaboration across the library.
Yes, it was.
Can I ask the same question that I just asked, but instead of asking about the library team, who else at Humber helped make this a possibility?
We were able to work with 2 other departments at Humber College to help support our initiative. We have a strong partnership with the Alumni and Advancement Department, and they donated 100 spinner pens, which will probably show up in a picture at some point. And on the side, they had embossed their logo, which was Humber Future Grad. They're super cool. As well as we work with Student Learning Services Support Department, who donated $500 to our initiative. As for the library budget, we spent approximately $2,200.
Wow, that seems like a really reasonable way to create such like an engaging project for or an engaging experience for people coming into the library with children.
Yes, I think they will love it when they come in.
Thanks so much, Denise.
Oh, you're welcome.
And now I'm very happy to introduce Shikta, who's going to tell us all about the giveaway items and what we gave to some of the children in the library. So welcome, Shikta.
Hi, Caleb. Great to be here.
Thanks for joining me. I'm hoping you can tell me more about the giveaway items for the children. Specifically, I know there's bags that the children get, but I'm curious, how are the bags like put together? Like, is it just one bag for every kind of child that comes in, no matter how old they are?
No, actually, we decided to create three different kinds of bags. So we divided the age range from 3 to 5, 5 to 7, and 8 to 10.
Oh, that's great. That sounds like a really smart way to do it. I'm curious if you can give me an explanation. Now, we've heard a little bit from some of the people we spoke to already, but not a lot about what actually are the giveaway items. So can you tell me what's in these bags for the children?
Yeah, sure, Caleb. So what we did for the age group of 3 to 5, we have storybooks, which age appropriate, and then we have coloring pack, and then dot to dot books that kids can, use it. And also we have a small and stuffed toy, which they can play if they want to, or they can even put it in their backpack with the chain. It's like a keychain type. And also we do have a fidget spinner toy pen, so they can write, anything they want. And for age group 5 to 7, we have the storybook, as I said, age appropriate, coloring pack, and they have the maze book. Because of the age, we changed it to, dot to maze. And we do have a small toy also for them, stuffed toy. And also the fidget spinner too. And for age group 8 to 10, we decided not to give them too much of the, because they feel like they're grown up, a little bit of grown up. So we decided to give them a storybook and just the fidget spinner toy pen so they can use it up. So that's pretty much we have in the bag.
That's great. And I bet that older age group will probably make use more of those lendable tablets anyways with the games on them.
Exactly, exactly. And we also do have the puzzles that we can give them to use it in the library too. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool. The puzzles from the archival photos.
Archival photos, yeah.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for telling me all about the giveaway for the children, Shikta. That was wonderful.
Thank you, Philip.
Okay, so now I'd like to welcome Dijana back into the conversation to talk about our future plans and how we feel like this project worked out in the end. So, Dijana, how do you feel the project turned out in the end?
It's not the end, it's the beginning. As we're welcoming students back to campus, we anticipate that students will again be bringing their kids to campus. The approach we took is very unique for Humber. Libraries in general like to lend items, not to give them away. And our giveaways bags are full of interesting items reflecting Humber libraries and the partnering departments. So I'm truly confident in success, and we may meet again to talk about that later on.
On that note, do you have plans for the future? Since we're just getting started, do you have plans for the future of this project?
Of course we do. So first of all, we are in the process of outlining a clear welcoming policies. Our more immediate plan is adding a few specific questions to our regular student survey, asking about this particular project. So space is a service we provide as academic libraries. And our attitude towards space in our libraries has changed over time. So we have conversations about how we want library space to serve as the workspace for all our students, unique spaces for students, for children as well. So these unique spaces could contribute significantly to student success.
Yeah, I agree. Space is such an incredible service that we offer, and having a space in the future for students accompanied by children would be a wonderful thing. Thank you so much, Deanna, for joining me on this conversation today. Yeah, thank you. And that concludes Children in the Library. Thank you for watching our presentation.